I do not know what is going on down there. Hello?
Help!
Hello?
Help!
Oh my god. Are you in there?
You videoing my pants?
There is your face.
It's kind of cold down in the master bunk, so it's a little warmer in here. I'm just taking a nap. Found this little spot where I can cozy in next to the generator. No, actually, this is our first time out on the boat since
January.
middle winter. Really, it's been a long time. It was sitting on anchor, and it was cold. And I tried to drain the water out, the fresh water out, so it could just freeze because I wasn't going to keep it heated. Well, turns out there was a water filter back in here. Here's parts of it. And even though it's made of very thick plastic, nothing can stop freezing water. And it shattered. And when I turned on the water pump, I could just hear water running in the engine room, and it wasn't coming out the faucet, tell you that much. So the water pump is no longer one of the features we have because it's shattered and I busted it to get it off. And so we weren't drinking that water anyhow. So I'm just gonna bypass the whole water filter. I found some plumbing parts down here I'm gonna use. Got this elbow, and there was some other parts that I scavenged, and I think we're gonna have running water here in about 15 minutes if I'm lucky. So this is you want to be a yacht owner, you want a big boat, live the dream. I'm just giving you a little glimpse of it right here. Enjoy. Yacht life. Just lounging around.
It's a small hole down there.
It's 10 o'clock at night, I think. I'm gotta go to work here in about an hour. So I'm just getting a little plumbing in.
Scott's favorite thing to do. Tinker. All right. Well, it's a good thing we're going to get some running water because we got some dishes. We're going underneath. Kind of dark. What are we even looking at? There we go. What is going on in here?
It's Friday night. We're living it up on the yacht.
You cannot stop working. What is broken now?
It's party time. Just that yacht life. I wanted to have a drink of water, but I turned on the water pump, and first it was leaking in the engine room like a waterfall, and I got that fixed, bypassed the shattered water filter. So I thought, well, I can't have filtered water, but maybe I can have water. Well, no, it wouldn't get up to pressure because there was another waterfall in here that you wouldn't believe this boat actually had. Here's the part right here. That's not supposed to look like that. And that's another example of the power of freezing water shattered that. I mean, honestly, these types of fittings shouldn't even be on a boat. They're not really that good. It was PVC, I think, is what it is. But look at this thing broke there, and it broke there. But you're also not supposed to let your water lines freeze with water in them, so I can't complain too much. But this was some sort of water supply, fresh water supply for the toilet, which is called a head if you're a yachter. And we have never actually used it. Or we did use it a couple times, so quite honestly, I don't think we're going to feel the loss. We have this thing out on the deck. It's a round plastic cylinder. A lot of you might know of it as a bucket, and it's a foolproof toilet. Works every time. If you flush it really easily. And
Hang on. So what do you mean feel the loss? Like the toilet?
I don't think we're gonna miss the toilet not flushing with fresh water. And also we're not gonna miss the washer and dryer water supply because I threw that away last year. So I was able to take the valve off the washer dryer water supply and cap this line. So this is like round 2 of I hope we have water now. And I hope that the boat does stink too.
He just said he hopes that the boat doesn't sink too. I have to say, this is the second time on the boat that there has been an unidentified source of water, although this was quickly identified. But if you want to have some drama in your Friday night fun, then you can make up little stories like, he said there was water coming from the engine room and I needed to flip the breaker to turn the pump on and off. So obviously that's coming from inside the boat. He sounded a little dramatic when he said that there was water coming everywhere. So
People
that's
wonder.
never a fun thing to hear when you're on a boat.
People wonder what it's like to live that cool off-grid life and, like homesteading on a boat like this kind of deal. Well, it's pretty awesome. Sometimes you want to wash your dishes, and it might take 4 hours before you get water.
That's great for me because I actually don't want to wash the dishes.
Excuse.
I want the dishes.
So let's see what happens now. Here comes the barge. Freshwater pump on. Building pressure. Sounds good. Probably gonna call that good enough, and I'm gonna go look and see if there's water running down there again or somewhere else. There's 2 I've found so far.
What?
Maybe there's a 3rd.
Pretty sure that didn't go so well, but we should go get confirmation. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
More leaking water, but this one I think is just loose fittings.
Okay. Darn, I might have to do the dishes. We only eat 1 meal a day, so it's not like there's very many dishes to do, except for when the kids are here. And then there's 3 meals a day with 5 kids, so it's a little bit different. Just doing some video editing and dreaming of a clean galley. Let's see if this works this time.
Let's just do a little bit of water into the bathroom floor this time. Looks like we got water pressure, and the pressure. It's a pressure sensitive 12-volt pump with a little pressure tank. So if it turns off, that means it reached pressure, and it looks like it reached pressure. So now we're going to turn on the hot water heater, and maybe we'll even have hot running water for the summer. I'm not really worried about the pipes freezing again because it's near the end of March. I hope, luckily, I think the hot water tank didn't burst because that would have been the worst thing. So let's see, hot water heater. There's a switch for that. Got it done just about in time to go to work.
Great. Good job. Definitely would not be out here fixing this on my own. Or driving on my own, or really any of this on my own. Definitely need the support of the very skilled boatsmen. Here comes the barge. Scott really can't drive anything, fix anything, do anything.
Remember to winterize your boat and get all the fresh water out of all your lines and filters. Let me be your example. Otherwise, your partner will have a great excuse for not washing any dishes. You don't want to go there.
Yeah, I don't either. I actually want those dishes done.